We are counting down the 5 most mysterious disappearance cases ever recorded. From chilling phone calls that end in silence, to children who vanished without a trace, to locked room puzzles, and to haunting traces found years later. Each entry on this list peels back another layer of uncertainty and fear. Which case stands as the most perplexing of all? Let us begin with number 5. May 14, 2008. Brandon Swanson, 19 years old, calls his parents just after 1 in the morning. His voice is steady. He says his car is stuck in a ditch near Lind, Minnesota. He is not hurt. He just wants a ride home. For the next 47 minutes, Brandon stays on the line, trying to guide his parents through the dark, rural roads. They flash their headlights. He flashes his. Neither side sees a thing. He sounds calm, but the tension grows with every minute. He says he is walking toward the lights he sees in the distance. He repeats, "I am walking toward the lights." His parents urge him to keep talking. His steps crunch through the grass. The call drags on, a lifeline in the night. Then, without warning, Brandon's voice rises. "Oh shit," and the line goes silent. His parents call back over and over, but there is no answer. Daybreak brings a search. His car is found abandoned near Taunton, 25 miles from where he thought he was. The keys are gone. Bloodhounds trace his scent for nearly 3 miles, leading to the edge of the Yellow Medicine River. There, the trail vanishes. Ground teams, helicopters, and K9 units scour the fields and water for days. Not a single trace is found. No signs of foul play, no evidence of a struggle. Just a voice fading into silence, a map of empty roads, and a question that still haunts everyone who listens to that call. February 14, 2000. Asha Degree, just 9 years old, steps out into the blackness before dawn. Rain lashes the windows. Wind rattles the trees outside her family's apartment in Shelby, North Carolina. She slips out quietly, book bag on her back, her footsteps lost in the storm. No one in her family hears her leave. The storm grows heavier as the hours pass. Around 3:30 in the morning, 2 drivers spot a small figure walking along Highway 18. Headlights catch the outline of a child, alone soaked by the downpour. One driver circles back, concerned, but the figure darts off the road and disappears into the woods. The rain keeps falling. By morning, Asha is gone. Police and volunteers search the fields and forests for days. They find scattered candy wrappers in a shed, a pencil, a green marker, a yellow hair bow, but no sign of Asha. The case grows cold, haunted by the image of a child vanishing into a storm. 18 months later, a contractor uncovers a black backpack buried on the edge of a construction site in Morganton, nearly 30 miles from where Asha was last seen. Inside are school papers, a New Kids on the Block t-shirt, and a library book checked out in her name. The bag is carefully wrapped in plastic. Forensics confirm it is hers, but the trail ends there. Years pass. No new clues, no confirmed sightings. The backpack, unearthed far from home, is the only physical trace left behind. Asha Degree remains missing, her path swallowed by darkness and rain. April 1st, 2006. Brian Shaffer, a 27-year-old medical student, goes out with friends to the Ugly Tuna Saloona in Columbus, Ohio. Security cameras capture him, arriving at 1:15 in the morning, riding the escalator to the bar's second-floor entrance. The footage is clear. Brian walks in with 2 friends, laughing, blending into the late-night crowd. The bar is busy. It is the start of spring break. Over the next 40 minutes, Brian is seen on camera inside the bar, talking to friends, moving between groups. At 1:55 in the morning, he steps outside onto the bar's landing, speaks briefly to two women, then turns away. The camera records him walking off screen toward the bar's main entrance. Then, nothing. No footage of Brian leaving. No sign of him on any other camera. He never reappears on the escalator. He never exits through the front doors, and he is not spotted on surrounding business cameras. Police review every second of video from the Ugly Tuna and neighboring bars, frame by frame. Brian's friends wait for him outside at closing, but he never comes out. His phone goes unanswered. Investigators pore over the bar's floor plan. The main entrance is covered by cameras. An emergency exit leads to a construction site, but that door triggers an alarm, and there is no record of it sounding that night. Blind spots exist: a narrow service corridor, a back stairwell, areas out of camera range. Police canvass the staff, patrons, and nearby businesses. No one remembers seeing Brian leave. No trace of him is found inside or outside the bar. 3 theories emerge. First, he slipped out through a blind spot, escaping the cameras by chance or design. Second, he found a hidden exit, possibly a service door or a rumored tunnel beneath the building. Third, he disguised himself or altered his appearance, blending in with the crowd or slipping away unnoticed. Each theory has supporters, but none explains how a man can walk into a bar, be seen on camera, and then simply vanish. Brian Shaffer remains missing, his last known steps recorded, his exit lost to the shadows. August 28, 2013. Bryce Laspisa, a 19-year-old college student, sends a text to his mother at 11:30 p.m. His words are short, almost robotic. In the days before, friends and family notice something is off. His jokes are gone, his gaze distant. He gives away prized possessions, including his Xbox and a pair of diamond earrings. Social media posts shift from upbeat to cryptic. Messages to friends sound flat and disconnected. His parents worry, but Bryce insists he is fine. By midnight, he is behind the wheel of his Toyota Highlander, driving south on Interstate 5 through the darkness of California. At 9 a.m., a roadside assistance call logs him near Button Willow, nearly 350 miles from his college. He sits for hours, staring out at the empty fields. Deputies check on him twice. He passes a sobriety test, but his answers are slow and strange. He tells his mother he's coming home, then stays put, unmoving. After sunset, Bryce continues toward Castaic Lake. At 2:08 a.m., he calls his mother one last time. His voice is calm. He says he is too tired to drive and will sleep in his car. 3 hours later, his SUV is found at the bottom of a 25-foot embankment. The back window is kicked out from the inside. His phone, wallet, and laptop sit untouched in the vehicle. There is no sign of blood, only a few drops on the headrest. Search teams track his scent across the dam and into the rugged hills, but the trail ends at a truck stop. Not a single confirmed sighting follows. Bryce Laspisa walked away from the wreckage and into the darkness, leaving behind a puzzle of shifting moods, unanswered calls, and a family still searching for answers. February 9th, 2004. A Saturn sedan sits nose first in a snowbank along Route 112, deep in the woods of Haverhill, New Hampshire. The engine is still warm. The driver's side door hangs open. Maura Murray, a 21-year-old nursing student, stands outside the car as a passing bus driver slows to help. She declines. Her voice is steady, her face calm. She says she has already called roadside assistance. The bus driver leaves her alone in the freezing dusk. Minutes later, police arrive. The car is empty. The windshield is cracked. The airbags have deployed. There is no sign of injury. Inside, officers find a rag pushed into the tailpipe, a bottle of alcohol, and a printed map of Vermont. Maura's black backpack, cell phone, and wallet are missing. Her footprints vanish into the snow. No one sees her leave. A tracking dog picks up her scent, following it 100 yards east along Route 112. Then, silence. Search teams comb the woods. Helicopters sweep the tree line. Officers knock on doors. 10 days pass before the FBI joins the search, expanding it across state lines. The case draws national attention, but the evidence only deepens the mystery. Some investigators suggest foul play. They believe Maura may have been abducted, possibly by someone passing through or by someone living nearby. Other investigators point to the missing belongings and argue voluntary disappearance, as though she left by choice. A third possibility is a staged accident, a crash set up to cover a planned vanishing act. Each theory is tangled with contradictions, calm behavior, missing evidence, and conflicting witness accounts. Maura Murray's trail ends at the edge of the woods, swallowed by cold and silence. The questions left behind are as dense as the forest itself. Across all 5 disappearances, one chilling pattern persists. A single moment can fracture reality, leaving only questions behind. Each case exposes how quickly certainty dissolves into uncertainty. The true weight of these mysteries is not just the unknown. It is the lives left waiting in the silence. Stay vigilant.